In Minecraft speedrunning, there are three big categories for random seed glitchless: pre 1.9, 1.9 to 1.15, and 1.16 plus, each category representing a time in Minecraft when the game was drastically changed. Being a top runner for just one of these categories is a very impressive feat. Korbanoes is a top runner for all three. In this video, I will document his journey up the RSG leaderboards, so just sit back, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the video.
Oh shit.
Oh my
god.
The earliest videos on Korbanoes' YouTube channel are highlights from his Twitch streams of him playing 1.14 random seed glitchless. There are no videos of his oldest PBs, but he had his PB on screen and the clips are in chronological order, so according to that, his first times went 50:37, 41:05, 39:26, 37:24, and 35:02, taking place from around mid-May to mid-June of 2020. I should also mention that at the end of his video titled "I suck at this game," he died to the Ender Dragon on a run that would have been mid-27 minutes. On June 19th, he uploaded his first ever PB video to YouTube, completing the game in 27 minutes and 22 seconds. On the screen of the video, it showed that he had a personal best time of 31:08, so I assumed that he got that time somewhere between June 14th and June 19th. This 27:22, later retimed to 27:23, was also the first time that he submitted to the Minecraft Speedrun leaderboards, and it was an extremely respectable 5th place. One thing to note though is that it would have been 4th place if Illumina didn't get a 22:16 on the same day. The next PB he got would come on July 9th, 2020 at 26 minutes and 12 seconds. It would have been a 4th place time, but he never submitted it to the leaderboards. Not to worry though, because on July 22nd he would get a 24:27, officially putting him in 4th place. Less than a month later, he achieved the impossible. On August 17th, 2020, he got a time that was faster than Dream's, making him a world record holder. I know, I didn't think it was possible to beat Dream either, but if there's one person to defy the laws of physics, it's Korbanoes. Let's break down this run. He started off by spawning in a plains biome, and after gathering basic stone tools, he quickly made his way to a savannah village. In there, he killed the iron golem, grabbed food, and grabbed a brewing stand, which is necessary for trading with the villagers for ender pearls. While searching for a lava pool, he stumbled across a desert village and killed the iron golem that was there as well. He was in the nether at around 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Insert funny joke. And he spawned right next to the nether fortress. After making his way to the blaze spawner, he got 6 blaze rods, going 6 for 9 on his drops. Insert another funny joke. Normally, players would have to get 7 rods from the nether, but he already had a brewing stand, so he was able to leave on 6. From here, all that he needed to be able to trade with villagers was an absolute shit ton of sticks, and the best way to do that quickly is by blowing up savannah village houses with TNT. The fastest way to get a ton of TNT is from a desert temple, and he managed to find one. Not only did he get TNT, but the loot in this temple was absolutely absurd, giving him 3 diamonds and an enchanted golden apple. Next, he made his way back to the savannah village and blew up the houses to get wood for sticks. After sleeping the night, because you can only trade with villagers during the daytime, it was time to get his pearls. In order to do this, he had to put down 2 fletching tables and a brewing stand, so the villagers could get jobs and trade the necessary items. The trade he needed from the Fletchers was sticks for emeralds, and he was able to get it on both villagers. The reason for having 2 is because with 1, the trade cooldown could be a major time loss, so in order to get around this, players just get 2 Fletchers. After getting his necessary emeralds from the stick trays, he traded enough emeralds to the cleric to unlock new trades. The next part of the run though was when he was probably shitting his pants the most, because the cleric only has a 66% chance of giving him ender pearls. 1/3 of the time you get glass bottles, and the proper procedure for getting glass bottles is to reset the run. Fortunately for him though, he got ender pearls. After getting 14 pearls, he went back to the Fletchers to trade emeralds for a bow and arrow, and now it was time for him to find the stronghold. When he threw his first eye, it took him toward a desert, but it broke, meaning that he needed at least a 1-eye ender portal. After running across the desert for about 2 minutes, he stumbled upon an ocean, meaning that the stronghold could be ocean exposed. Fortunately for him, not only was it ocean exposed, but he could see the portal room and it was a 2-eye. He entered the end at 1934, and after scuffing up the one cycle a bit, he finished off the dragon with an axe, getting him a new world record of 21 minutes and 26 seconds. After this world record, he would take some time to focus on a new category, more specifically 1.16 Random C Glitchless. The category had been released 2 months earlier, and he was only focusing on 1.14 at the time. The first PB that he uploaded to YouTube on August 28, 2020 was titled Finally Getting Lucky, and his time was 26 minutes and 21 seconds. The reason for this title is because at the time 1.16 was a super luck based category, mainly due to ender pearl trades with piglins. This was before bastions were used, so runners only utilized gold nugget ore that they found in the nether. His next PB in this category would come 10 days later, clocking a time of 24 minutes and 26 seconds, placing him at 18th on the leaderboard. 3 weeks later, he killed the category. What I mean by this is that he got a time that was so fast and so optimized that at the time, people thought that it was impossible to beat. The time was 14 minutes and 56 seconds, dropping almost 10 minutes off of his previous PB and absolutely shattering D-Max's 1726 world record. This didn't come without controversy though, but before I get into that, let's analyze the run. Korbanoes spawned near a village, and after getting stone tools, he made his way to it. After gathering food and killing the iron golem, he was set to enter the nether. Luckily, there was a lava pool very close to the village, so he was able to enter at around the 3 minute and 55 second mark. His nether spawn was amazing because he spawned in a fortress. After gathering some gold nugget ore, he made his way to the blaze spawner. Due to the spawner being in a crimson forest, he was able to kill blazes while trading with piglins. His trades were absolutely insane, getting 2 pearl trades in 5 gold, and he was out of the nether at 7 minutes and 30 seconds. His Eye of Ender throw took him toward an ocean, and after a full ocean travel, he managed to get an ocean exposed stronghold. Unfortunately for him, the portal room was not exposed, so it took him around a minute to find it. Once he did, he entered before the 13-minute mark, and the dragon took about a minute and a half to perch. After a 6-bed 1 cycle, he had achieved the first ever sub 17, sub 16, and sub 15 minute run. Now onto the controversy. Due to this run being so much faster than anything that had ever been seen before, it raised a lot of suspicion. In Scissor's chat, Real Benix, another top runner, even commented that he thought the run was fake. This run was verified on September 29th, and on October 1st, a moderator went into Korb's Twitch stream and told him this.
The mods just told me I faked it. Oh my god. They said they would give me a rundown after my stream. I think I'm gonna end my stream.
Considering the fact that the run is currently verified, hearing this from the moderators was most likely super stressful because he did not cheat. A short time later, his world record was taken off the leaderboards, and along with that, so was his 1.14 record. In Korbanoes' Discord, a statement was made from a moderator saying that they only figured things out when they hopped into a call with him. So what actually happened? Well, there was a time zone confusion with Google Drive, and it showed that the world was created 3 hours before he had claimed. After this was settled, both of his world records were reinstated, and the mods released a statement saying that the world records will now be forced to provide world files for the runs to avoid similar problems in the future. This situation was also a major reason why it took the moderators 2 months to make a statement about the dream cheating situation. Anyways, after getting the 1.16 world record, he had held 2 RSG world records at the same time. The only category that he hadn't claimed was pre 1.9, which had a record that was held by Illumina. This just begged the question, would we see someone with a world record in each category for the first time? No. Over the next few weeks, Korbanoes took both of his world records. At this point in Korbanoes' speedrunning career, his new PBs took a 4-month gap, but he definitely was not done grinding. On January 19th, Korbanoes reclaimed the 1.14 world record, which was held by D-Max with a time of 19 minutes and 21 seconds. Let's break down this run. Over the time that Korbanoes hadn't set a new PB, the category had gone through a lot of massive changes. It was discovered that gold from monuments and emerald from shipwrecks were way more efficient for getting enough emeralds to trade for pearls. Korb spawned on an island in close proximity to a monument, and after getting iron from the nearby shipwreck, he grabbed the gold from it. Next, he found a magma ravine in the ocean and built a nether portal with it. He spawned in a nether right next to a fortress and got 8 rods from the blaze spawner. After he was out, he traveled in a random direction and managed to find a taiga village. Since he didn't have enough gold for 12 ender pearls, he mined wood for about 2 minutes to get sticks. After sleeping the night, he was ready to trade. When he leveled up to cleric, he got the ender pearl trade and was running toward the stronghold at 14 minutes. This took him toward an ocean, where he managed to find an ocean-exposed portal room. He was in the end at 1650, and unfortunately the dragon took a long time to perch. When it did though, he kinda scuffed up the 1 cycle, doing it in 8 beds, but regardless, his IGT showed a brand new world record. This record would only stick for 11 days, but regardless, it was an amazing run. After this, Korbanoes would try pre-1.9 runs, and on February 12th, he got a time of 28 minutes and 50 seconds. 2 days later, he improved his time to 27:32, and 2 weeks after setting his first PB, he achieved a time of 24:54, putting him 7th place on the leaderboards. Before I break down this run, I should mention that pre-1.9 is by far the most unique category out of the 3. The reason it's called pre-1.9 is because 1.9 was the combat update, which made it so you have to time your hits. These versions also did not have good villager trading mechanics, so the way to get pearls was just the old-fashioned way, killing Endermen. Alright, now that you know this information, let's break down this run. Korbanoes spawned next to a desert village, which looks very different from villages in later versions. One thing that didn't change though was blacksmith chests, and this village had one. Out of it, he got an iron pickaxe and some iron armor. After collecting food from the village farms, he went to a nearby cave and gathered some iron. With that, he crafted shears, flint and steel, and a bucket. With those shears, he got wool from the sheep and a whole ton of leaves. You will see why he needs those later in the run. After finding a lava pool, he was in the nether at 3 minutes and 40 seconds, which is an extremely good pace for this version. Unfortunately, his fortress was sorta far away, but the blaze spawner was easy for him to find. After absolutely boxing those blazes with old combat, he managed to get 6 rods by the 8-minute mark. Unfortunately, his spawns were absolutely terrible, so this part took way longer than normal. He was out of the nether at the late 8-minute mark, and the next thing he needed to do was get to the desert to build a tower. Essentially, what a tower does is if you build up high enough and place a bed to set your spawn at the top of it, you can reset Enderman spawns by dying. The bottom of the tower is set up in a way that makes it so mobs can't hit you, similar to how a good old-fashioned mob grinder works. After doing this until the 17-minute mark, he had 12 ender pearls, and now he could make his way to the stronghold. In this version, Eye of Enders also work differently, taking you to the portal room instead of the entrance of the stronghold. The stronghold ring is also much closer to spawn, making travel times shorter. After digging down into the portal room, he entered the end at just over 22 minutes. He proceeded to bow the towers that the dragon healed from because there was no 1 cycle in this version. Instead, the dragon charges you at random intervals and you have to explode a bed at the right time in order to deal massive damage. Usually, it's good for the dragon to charge you a lot, but in this case, it was charging Korbanoes so fast that he couldn't even place beds most of the time. Soon enough, the dragon charged him for the final time, and after a very good last bed, he killed the dragon, ending the run at 24 minutes and 23 seconds. This did not only put him at 7th place on the pre-1.9 leaderboards, but also put him at 1st place in possibly the ultimate Minecraft speedrunning category, combined RSG. Prior to this run, Illumina had exactly 1 hour in this category with its times in 1.7, 1.14, and 1.16. Korbanoes had achieved the first ever sub-hour with a 59:11. That achievement is also the last thing that Korbanoes has achieved at the time of making this video, but that's not to say he isn't still grinding. You see, a short while after his 1.14 world record was beaten by Johan's, Doi Pingu, another 1.14 runner, got an absolutely mind-boggling 17:13. This prompted people to find a way to optimize the category to its full potential, thus making Insomniac strats a thing. I won't go too in depth, but basically what it requires is first day trading. The potential is as fast as 14xx and Korb has a really great video about it, so if you're interested, go check out the link in the description. Currently, he is grinding 1.15 for this crazy world record, but the strats take a ton of resetting, so best of luck to him on that. In conclusion, Korbanoes has proven over the last year that he is an amazing and versatile speedrunner who is not afraid of a challenge. I hope you enjoyed the video and have a great day.
Any day is just not my day when it comes to speedrunning now. Ever since I faced Sizzler in that tournament, I've just getting bad luck, with blazes especially. Sizzler just gave me his luck, and I'm not okay with it. I should have never accepted to go in that tourney.
Revealed stronghold.
What? What? Wait, where are you? Where are you? Oh wait, I see it. What?
Bruh?
What is this? 7-9. Fuck. Oh, 7i, let's go, 7i. Yo, 7i. This is happening right now, isn't it? Fuck off. Easy. I never die.